Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakura Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
Henry HOFSCHNEIDER officially reaches a deal with the Commonwealth.
Also tonight, a police officer is arrested and held without bail for his part in an alleged assault.
And the Commissioner of the Department of Public Safety is fired.
In sports, playtime is capital on Capitol Hill.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Say howdy to the new Buffalo Ranch sauce with its tangy creaminess and its creamy tanginess. It's your chicken's perfect partner, only at McDonald's.
When family comes to visit, send them to family. Mariana's Trekking, Saipan's original adventure crew, trusted by locals for 25 years. We'll keep them busy. Go-karts, ATVs, buggies, even grotto snorkeling. You? Well, you get your living room back. Or better yet, you can come too. Mariana's Trekking, 25 years. Local, trusted, family. Send your family to family. We'll take it from here.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You are watching the Channel 2 News on February the 23rd from our studios high up on Capitol Hill.
A civil settlement has been filed in Superior Court resolving criminal charges filed against CNMI government official Henry HOFSCHNEIDER.
According to court documents filed February 23rd, the Commonwealth and Henry HOFSCHNEIDER have reached a settlement tied to allegations involving the processing of lump sum annual leave payments in 2023. The criminal case accused HOFSCHNEIDER and others of misconduct related to the payout of more than $14,000 in annual leave, along with similar payments to other employees. Under the agreement, HOFSCHNEIDER will pay $15,000 to the Saipan mayor's office. That amount will be paid in monthly installments of approximately $416 over 3 years, with interest applied only if payments are late. In the exchange, CNMI agrees to dismiss the criminal case with prejudice and not pursue further criminal, civil, or administrative action related to the matter. The agreement also reinstates more than 335 hours of annual leave to HOFSCHNEIDER's government leave account. The settlement states it is not an admission of liability and the court retains jurisdiction to enforce its terms.
A police officer taken into custody after an investigation into charges of assault and misconduct in public office. Earl BORJA, 26 years old, arrives in Judge Joseph Camacho's courtroom to face charges of assault and battery, assault with a dangerous weapon, and misconduct in public office. He was arrested and taken into custody just this weekend. In mid-December of last year, LN Market in Chalancanoa reported a young man asking customers for money outside of their market. This was, they say, not the first time that this young man had panhandled outside of their store. But on December 19, video shows police officers Earl BORJA and Elijah Villar handcuff and place this victim into the back seat of their police car. In police reports, the victim states that the officers asked him where he lived and then instead drove him in the opposite direction to Pow Pow Beach, where he said it was crowded. Then they continued on and drove behind the now-abandoned La Fiesta Mall, where Officer Villar stepped out of sight, reportedly to relieve himself, leaving the victim alone with Officer BORJA. Still with hands cuffed behind his back, Officer BORJA removed the victim from the car and hit him across his head 3 or 4 times with his baton, causing a gushing, bloody wound. When Villar returned, BORJA then used the victim's shirt to wipe the blood and then removed his handcuffs, and the officers drove away, leaving the victim to find his way home. In police investigation reports, BORJA claimed that the victim banged his own head against the window of the police car, but the car's GPS tracker and Villar's own testimony indicate that the report does not align with the facts of the case. Last month, BORJA resigned from the police force, and today, because of the severity of the charges, bail has been denied, and the defendant is remanded back into custody. Arraignment is set for March the 9th.
The acting governor has terminated 2 head government officials from office.
Lieutenant Governor Dennis Mendiola has terminated Office of Grants Management and State Clearinghouse Administrator Epi CABRERA on Friday, February 20th, and Department of Public Safety Commissioner Anthony MACARANAS this morning. The Lieutenant Governor serves as the acting governor until the end of this week, while Governor David Apatang attends meetings in the nation's capital. The letter addressed to MACARANAS states that pursuant to Commonwealth Code Section 2901, unless otherwise provided by law, any person appointed to any board, agency, commission, or position by the governor shall serve at the pleasure of the governor and may be removed by the governor with or without cause.
What happens now?
Well, Bruce Camacho is now the newly appointed acting OGM administrator.
And at DPS?
And now the newly appointed acting commissioner is Aniceto Ogmoro.
Has any reason been given for them being dismissed?
Well, I can't speak for the lieutenant governor, but it said that a press release will be sent out tomorrow.
Due to inclement weather, the Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Management has issued small craft and rip current advisories through tomorrow evening. Northeast winds of up to 25 knots and seas of up to 11 feet are expected in the coastal waters off of Saipan and Tinian through tomorrow evening. Bernard Villagomez, Emergency Operations Center.
A high surf advisory currently in effect and a high rip current advisory currently in effect for Saipan, Tinian, Rhoda, currently now all the way till 5 p.m. tomorrow. And to add to that, there's also a small craft advisory currently in effect all the way till 5 p.m. tomorrow for Saipan and Tinian. And then Rhoda, their small craft advisory starts at 6 p.m. all the way to 5 p.m. tomorrow. So similar to those weather conditions we experienced about maybe 3 weeks ago, where it was heavy rainfall, high wind for the whole week. It's the same shear line, but the conditions are not as severe as the one before.
The advent of big waves to our islands tend to attract boogie boarders and body surfers. However, inexperienced swimmers are urged to stay out of the water, at least through tomorrow.
We really advise people to wear a life jacket, right? It's a simple piece of equipment, but it really has the potential to save us. Even a great swimmer, having that equipment can be the difference between life and, being stranded. Also, a big thing is really know your limits, right? So if you see the conditions are hazardous out at sea, if you're on a small craft or you're gonna go surfing because the waves are up, just know your limits and, be cautious of that, because this is now the time where we're feeling the strongest effects from a rip current, from high surfs. So just be aware of your limits and be conscious.
Stores facing labor challenges are urged to help the remaining employees find work. The Secretary of Labor chimes in.
As National Office Supply announces closure plans at the end of July due to labor challenges, the CNMI Secretary of Labor says the numbers don't add up.
When I look at the National Office Supply Census of Employment, I actually don't see very many foreign workers listed, so I'm not really sure what numbers they're referring to in the news reports that they're giving, because the numbers that they're sharing online don't match my numbers, so I'm not really sure how to comment on actually what they're saying out in the news.
National Office Supply President Irene Uy says they are losing 14 of 25 employees in the coming months and 9 are on the CW visa program. Reapplication and temporary departure requirements known as touchback are said to have brought challenges to National Office Supply's workforce. The CW visa program, or CNMI only transitional worker visa classification, is set to expire at the end of 2029.
2029 is around the corner, and until something changes in Congress, this is, what we have to deal with, and the transition is important. And so you only have so many years left. You better start training now is what I would say. NM Tech offers a lot of opportunities. NMC also has a lot of training opportunities. Island Training Solution has a lot of training opportunities as well. And through the Department of Labor, you can actually tailor training to your business needs exactly if you go through the WIA program.
The Labor Secretary asked employers to consider the original intent of the program.
Well, I know that the intent of the CW program was to make sure to provide education and training opportunities for U.S. eligible workers, and I feel like that is something that many businesses could take more advantage of.
As hundreds of people have lined up at a recent job fair held on February 6, staffer says there are many that could potentially fill positions at any businesses facing the same challenges.
So many young people, I know so many just people who are looking for work, whatever age they are, that are interested in and open to training. So I would hope that businesses would take advantage of the training opportunities that are through the Department of Labor, because we want to upskill our people and give them, good opportunities. But how can they ever gain experience if they don't even get the entry-level position?
Furthermore, staffer says the Department of Labor provides businesses with support to ensure their U.S. eligible workers have an opportunity to transition to other jobs on island.
At this time, I still have not received the business closure notice from the National Office Supply, but if they do sell their business, I guess they don't have to submit that. Either way, the most important thing is that the business make sure that they don't just leave the workers hanging, and that they work with the Department of Labor to make sure that we help with the transitions. We have several different parts of our office that will work with the business and the employees who are at risk and help them find other jobs that are in their same field or close to their same skill sets, so that they can transition to continue to work and feed their families.
Coming up, cash awards are given to Island SOROPTOMISTS.
And a filmmaker's workshop makes a film. Next, you'll want to see this.
This year, it's not about resolutions, it's about results. Gold's Gym is launching the 2026 Transformation Challenge, a 12-week total transformation. Professional guidance, real accountability, measurable results. Exclusive group training, member-only perks, and a community pushing you forward. And it leads to big rewards, $1,000 cash and a free year at Gold's Gym. Registration open now, and the challenge starts January 19th. Gold's Gym 2026, the Transformation Challenge. Put in the work, own the change. Gold's Gym, Garapan. Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is calling on Guam. Guam Adventures at Leo Palace has the perfect mix of thrills and sightseeing this holiday season. Check out the off-road adventure where the trails splash, spin, and roar. And for NMI residents, after your ride, cool off with a free water park pass at Leo Palace Resort and enjoy 20% off lunch, because adventure works up an appetite. So whether it's a weekend escape or a layover to remember, make it count with Guam Adventures. Book now and turn your trip into a thrill. And yes, we'll even pick you up. Book now at GuamAdventures.com.
I love Marianne's coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Welcome back. You're watching the Monday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
This weekend, a team of filmmakers, young and old, volunteered to write and shoot an original short film right here on our island of Saipan. A group of enthusiastic filmmakers meet at the Casa Marianas on Friday night to write, and on the weekend to shoot an original short film. We started to write because these two young guys were here, and we wrote for who was in the room, and who was in the room was these two guys, their dads, and one old man, and a couple of hot British chicks. But most importantly, it was about these two guys, and the biggest star, which we understood right away, has to be Saipan, because we are in Saipan, and we want to make movies in Saipan because it is a character unto itself. It's one of the most beautiful spots on earth, and how do we relate to it? And what happened is these two young guys, we start to hear their personal stories, and their personal stories led to the story of this film. Austin Barcenas and Caleb Nichols are the young filmmakers who lead both the cast and the crew of the film.
I've been here for about a year now, and the reason I wanted to do this film workshop was to try to make connections with those in the community that have been doing film, because I've been doing some filming, some photography for a couple years now, and I've been wanting to make connections within the Saipan to learn more and understand. That happened? I think it has, absolutely.
The story has to do with a day on the island for two young men, both on the dramatic horizons of their future. Blaine Grabois and myself guide a cast that includes Will Davis, Brett Nichols, Hannah Capone, India Staunton, myself, Andrea Carr, Leanna Linmunya, Lolo Benitez, and Donald Mendiola. When completed, the short film will premiere on a movie night at Casa Marianas and right here on KSPN2.
Joining 120 other clubs worldwide, the NMI chapter says they are pushing their mission forward to transform the lives of women through education, empowerment, and enabling opportunities.
4 winners are awarded at the SOROPTOMISTS NMI chapter Live Your Dream Gala on Saturday, February 21st. 2026 Chair Kim Camacho says the simple mission of the organization is to support women.
Whether it be through educational support, empowerment, and just community impact, right? And just building up that network of women who are here to support one another, and just really, it's hard to be a woman these days, right? Especially in an environment that is controlled or heavily controlled with men. So, you know, we're glad to be able to support these women in filling those gaps of empowerment, and really bringing that, making them believe, right, that they can spread their wings and it is possible to do anything as long as you set your mind to it.
Camacho shares that this year they received 10 applications, 4 judges reviewed the packets, and the 12 members of SOROPTOMISTS NMI chapter ranked the scores to award a total of approximately $3,000 to the awardees.
This year we are awarding not 3 but 4 spectacular women who have embodied true strength and resilience. Thank you. SOROPTOMISTS Live Your Dream Award program is a unique education award for women who provide the primary financial support for their families and are pursuing post-secondary education.
The 2 Wish Awards go to Brittany Urbalao and Darlene Chuwaluk. The Vision Award goes to Clarinda Aldon, and this year's Live Your Dream awardee is 27-year-old Caitlin Tinney, who is a mother of 2, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
About 2 years ago, my children and I were attacked by someone who is very dear and near to us. Someone who is supposed to be our protector and our safety. Since that day of our attack, our lives have changed forever. The dreams and goals I had were no longer there. My strength and courage I once had disappeared, as if it stripped from me that day. I didn't know what to do, I didn't know how to move forward. I only knew that I needed to make sure my children lived their best lives in hopes they never remember the nightmare we survived. Sorry. So every day, I try my best to make sure they had the best day and even better day tomorrow. To wipe their tears before it rolls down their face and let them know they are loved.
Tinney says the award will help further her career in social work.
I don't want my kids to grow up in this specific environment, and I want them to see there's more to life than what they came through. So that's my goal, is to, show them that you could be independent and strong regardless of what you go through. So I'm trying my best, to finish college and fulfill my dreams and show them if I can get through it, you can, no matter what you go through in life.
President Tanya David is the only standing chartered member from October 2013.
As a mother of daughters and women who work in professional industry, I see the need to keep us inclusive, to keep us engaged, to keep us doing things that help uplift each other. And if we don't do that for one another in whatever capacity we hold, whether it's in a professional or as a student or just an up-and-coming mother who's still going to school, it is important that we continue to just help each other grow, especially given the situation in the CNMI. This is ever more so prudent that we keep going regardless of the situation and just pull our resources to keep it alive. And that's why I do what I do. It's just hope to keep that fire burning through our community and get our women served, if anything,
Coming up in sports, it's playtime in the Marianas with community members of all ages in the facilities on the hill.
This year, it's not about resolutions, it's about results. Gold's Gym is launching the 2026 Transformation Challenge, a 12-week total transformation. Professional guidance, real accountability, measurable results. Exclusive group training, member-only perks, and a community pushing you forward. And it leads to big rewards, $1,000 cash and a free year at Gold's Gym. Registration open now, and the challenge starts January 19th. Gold's Gym 2026, the Transformation Challenge. Put in the work, own the change. Gold's Gym, Garapan. Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is soaring high at the Hilton, Guam. Guam Adventures invites you to take flight on our zipline adventure, a breathtaking ride where the ocean sparkles below and the island breeze rushes past your face. Glide over tropical gardens, feel the thrill of the drop, and capture that perfect view. This is one experience you'll never forget. Show your CNMI driver's license, and we will even throw in snorkeling at one of the best spots on Guam. Because adventure shouldn't just lift your spirits, it should lift you right off the ground. Book now and take your trip or layover to new heights. We can even pick you up. Book now at GuamAdventures.com.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! In this digital age, it's so nice to see so many community members at play. We visit the facilities on the Hill.
This weekend, Capitol Hill was packed with community members of all ages. Children were at play on the playground, making instant friends out of strangers. Kids shooting for hoops at the basketball court. Monet Lizama was seen with her friends on the pickleball court with a friendly game of volleyball.
I think it's actually really cool. I hope they don't break the area. It's really nice that they're really fixing up things in this area because, man, some kids really need it now. So it's really nice to know that they're really fixing places in Saipan.
And the softball field had a game going against Top Tier and Totsumaego. Edwin Kaipat and Aiden Nazama are enjoying watching how the game unfolds.
We're just having fun. We're just whoever wins, wins. Whoever lose. It's just a game. I feel pleasured. I feel pleasured. I feel pleasured.
Okay, anything else you want to share?
Taggy the Cobras. Taggy Oasis.
Team captain of Totsumaego, Devon Pangilinan, says they're currently in off-season.
Oh yeah, right now we just play softball, just to kill some time, to kind of stay fit and to stay hot on the field.
Now batting JV formation.
Yeah, I play baseball too.
So what can you say about, having a community like this here in the CNMI?
Having a community like this, I think it's really good, especially for the youth. So over the past maybe 5 years, seeing that it was really older people playing softball, the age gap really shifted over to the youth now. As you see, majority of the teams, they have at least 50% youth there. So I think it's a really good community.
The final score is 18-17 Premier for the win against Top Tier.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week. You push hard, you move fast, and you want real healthy food that moves with you. At the Gold's Gym Shake Cafe, your fuel is ready when you are. Packed with protein, vitamins, and real fruit, these smoothies keep you strong, satisfied, and unstoppable. Perfect for a quick on-the-go lunch, dinner, or snack. No membership required. Power your day your way at the Shake Cafe inside Gold's Gym, Saipan.
Here's the weather. Tonight will continue to be wet, CNMI, with a 60% chance of continuing showers, wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour, and low temperatures of around 78 degrees. Tomorrow, Tuesday, will continue dropping tears from the sky, with what the National Weather Service reports is a 100% chance of heavy showers, high temperatures of around 84 degrees, and lows of around 78 degrees in the evening. The sun has set at 6:23 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:37 a.m. And yes, continued riptide and high surf advisories will continue in the morning through tomorrow evening. So if you are not an expert swimmer experienced in the dangers of high surf, leave your boogie board at home and take a shower instead. And I will see you from a dry shelter near the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
We'll see you again on Wednesday. Dry, I hope.